Okay, behind us, though, this is also pretty cool.
It is. The blanket of low clouds surging back across the bay, west side of San Francisco. Starting to see the fog come in, but we did manage 70s around San Francisco with the sunshine around downtown. Similar temperatures tomorrow, but also watching a chance of some lightning for the mountains to the north. Not so much tomorrow, but as we head towards Monday, here's a look at the weather headlines. More of the coastal clouds, which you see right now. It's really the Golden Gate Bridge has disappeared. You're driving into the clouds there. Warm temperatures will continue tomorrow. Then we'll pivot our attention starting Monday for the fire weather watch up around Lake County. These are the areas impacted, essentially areas north of Upper Lake up along the northern coastal mountains here near Shasta. What will happen is mid-level moisture coming in from the east during the day. Some high clouds for us tomorrow around the Bay Area, but it looks to be Monday where the best chance for seeing some isolated thunderstorms that may not have a lot of rain. So the unfortunate aspect of this is the risk of some lightning showing up in these areas of blue and orange during the day Monday is the risk of new fire starts due to that lightning. So we'll be watching that once we get towards Monday. But in the meantime, you got some pretty warm temperatures around the Bay Area. We're at 84 degrees in San Jose, 90s into Walnut Creek. Then as you head over to San Rafael, upper 80s. Look at that, 87 degrees currently there in San Rafael, and into San Francisco, as you saw, the fog across the Golden Gate Bridge at 61 degrees. So the summer microclimate's fully underway. 60s and 70s around the inner bay, 70s, 80s, and 90s inland. Similar trend tomorrow with areas of low clouds early inland, then back into the sunshine from 50s and low 60s for the morning. Lunchtime temperatures into the 80s and more 60s and 70s bayside. Numbers inland in the 80s and 90s. But we'll eventually start to see some cooling. I think once we pass Wednesday, valley 80s and 90s start to fade away. And then by Thursday, breeze starts to pick up, stronger ocean air conditioning. Notice how San Francisco and the coast begin to see the temperatures drop as we head towards 4th of July towards the end of the week. Now we're back into the 60s bayside. We might have to watch out for some fog spilling across some of those fireworks viewing, but inland, much more comfortable as we wrap up the week. Inland highs likely dropping back into the 70s and 80s. So tomorrow, San Francisco waking up to some patchy fog for the morning. Downtown looks sunny, close to 70 around downtown. Then we trend cooler second half of the week and another day of 80s and 90s across the valleys. And then by Wednesday and Thursday, cooling down and cooling down potentially even more. Coolest day of the week could be Friday for those 4th of July barbecues or parades. I remember last year because we were part of the Danville parade, it was 105 degrees for that parade. It doesn't look like that's going to happen, so I think everybody should be very happy. Comfortable temperatures approaching 4th of July.
You might actually need a sweater if you're going to go watch fireworks. Yeah, Rob, thank you.